UN countries adopt the Migration Pact and applaud themselves for several minutes because there's no more satisfying feeling than after you've gone through and virtual signaled to this extent. And let's call it what it is. This is nothing more than the prime ministers and presidents and the government body and the elites virtually signaling about how great they are and how good they are because they get to screw over their country while also going through and virtually signaling about how great they are because they get to help migrants. And that's what this is all about. Virtual signaling. But let's jump into the story. So UN member states have now approved the Global Migration Pact, which is said to make all migration a human right. Oh, goody. The agreement was passed to several minute-long applause when the world leaders and the UN upper management met at the Marrakech conference in Morocco, which began on Monday. Strong criticism has been directed at the agreement over the past few weeks, and several countries have withdrawn. That might be a bit of an understatement when you're saying strong criticism, but okay, sure. But the criticism came too late because now the agreement has been approved. Quote, I do not hear any obligations. The text is adopted, said someone who was completely tone deaf to all the criticisms that they've literally just wrote in this. They've literally just said, strong criticisms have been directed. And his response is, I don't hear any objections. Yeah, sure. The people not turning up to the meeting, that was their objection. Did you not hear it? Maybe they need to write it on the wall for you. But moving along. Said meeting chairman Nessa Bora, I'm mispronouncing that, at the UN conference on Monday. After that, applause followed for several minutes. Yes, because, like I say, virtual signaling. But anyway. The countries that have withdrew from the meeting claim, among other things, that the agreement will promote more migration and restrict the national sovereignty of states, which is pretty much what they're planning on doing. So, yes, it would actually do that. According to them, the agreement makes no distinction between refugees and illegal migrants. Funny how that seems to be in there, isn't it? And migration is made a human right. The Pact's defenders have claimed that the agreement is not legally binding. Oh, really? Is this the same sort of agreement, the same sort of non-legally binding pact that all these European countries have made previously, to where now the EU is turning around, or the UN, I think it's the EU actually, turning around now saying if you don't want to take migrants, we're going to charge you. Is that the same non-legally binding agreement? Is that what you're talking about, right? Because we tell you now, once these countries stop taking migrants, and once these countries refuse to take the migrants, I bet the tune will change. I bet the fact that this is a non-legally binding agreement will be thrown out the effing window, and all of a sudden it will become a legally binding thing. But moving along. But even political blindness agreements can But even politically blinding agreements can ultimately have legal consequences. Hungary's Prime Minister, Viktor Orban, has said that the future legal cases will use the document as a reference point. And good on Viktor for having some balls. So look, at the end of the day, guys, what's my takeaway on all of this? I believe Angela Merkel's smug look on her face basically says everything. That they say a photo is worth 1,000 words. That photo tells you everything you need to know. That congratulations, you bunch of shrubs, you're going to be taking migrants whether you like it or not. And that's what that look says to me. Look out, suckers! We're going to flood your countries full of migrants. I don't know. Is it time to start leaving the UN? Maybe? Well, why are we in it? Why are we in the UN? Why don't we pull out? You know? Why are these countries a part of the EU? Why do they don't pull out? Why is it that my couch seems to pull out more than these UN or EU countries do? Just saying. Because I know your thoughts are in the comment section below. Someone tell me, why are we a part of the UN? What is the benefit? Do you think at the end of the day that this non-legally binding document will suddenly become legally binding? And tell me, how long before people start refusing to take migrants, before they start handing out fines? Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.